Hello and welcome to the CDO Magazine interview series. I am Susan Wilson, Group Vice President with Informatica. Today I have the great pleasure of talking with Ioana Mazare, Vice President, Enterprise Data Strategy at UPS. Ioana, please introduce yourself.
Susan, thank you so much. It's great to be here, and I'm glad for the opportunity. As you mentioned, I am Vice President of Enterprise Data Strategy at UPS, a role that I took over about 2 years ago. And as far as my experience and my career, it feels like everything that I've done over the past 20 years or so brought me here to this role. I'm an economist by training. I delved into data science along the way because of how technology and data developed. And really, I had more toys to play with along the way. But I am grateful that I was able to play with everything and put all my skills to use at UPS, where I started about 17 years ago. And I really was able to apply my technical and my theoretical skills as a forecaster, as a revenue management analyst, doing some dynamic pricing, marginal costing, business intelligence. And so, as I mentioned along the way, I expanded my interest into data science, and I was able to always put data to good use. To me, data means storytelling. It tells us where we've been, where we are, and it really opens up the possibilities of where we can go along with analytics, insights, and wisdom. So here we are, and that's, I believe, my introduction to where I am today. And just to finish my thought, the role that I have today includes data governance, includes data modeling.
I love your background and I love the point of view too. Having dealt with data as a data scientist, seeing the value of data and the power of data, and your ability now to carry forward with this with your group function. So incredible. Congratulations also to you for being named one of the Global Data Power Women's on that women's list for 2023. What an incredible honor and so well deserved to you. So congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Ioana, let's go ahead and get started with our first set of questions. This first one is really about your data strategy priorities for this year, next year. How are you aligning those also with the priorities and business objectives that you have there at UPS?
Great question, and that's key. Our data priorities for the year and always really are supporting UPS's transformation into a logistics as a service provider. My team's focus is to empower everyone in the organization to leverage data as a service to achieve their business objectives more efficiently and in innovative ways. And to do that, we really work closely with business leaders and stakeholders. And we are growing that circle of engagement because that collaboration is fundamental to our strategy, right? We listen and learn what the key objectives are around the organization to make sure that we are aligning our data initiatives to directly support those business goals. And so this year, our priorities for data really focus on some key areas that are enabling those business outcomes. So we are prioritizing the integration of data, capabilities, and tools to enable real-time insights for decisions that are based on data and driven by data. And so we really hear the same objectives around data and around the pain points with data for teams around the company, whether it's finance or operations, supply chain, or customer service. They all need visibility. They all need to trust the data, and they all need quality and secure access to that key information that deliver value for them and for the organization. And to do that, we continue to mature our data infrastructure, making sure that it's robust and agile to make sure that we can quickly respond to changing business needs, and that we can scale up our capabilities to support the growth of the company. And that really puts us in a good position to continue to invest in advanced analytics and AI capabilities to really explore the full potential of data to drive innovation.
What we're seeing within organizations is they're needing to address many business objectives, whether they're growth, whether it's understanding their customers better, operational efficiency, and also compliance and regulations. And some of those also, of course, touch on, ESG related objectives. That can require us to work with so many different stakeholder groups, and managing expectations is really important. So any best practices for communication and educating various groups on the value of data and analytics?
Susan, that's a great question because people represent probably 70% of the success of any strategy. And so at UPS, we are really taking a top-down and bottom-up approach to communicate and engage our partners and stakeholders. From a top-down perspective, we know that the leadership support is fundamental. And it's really important to establish a partnership and a collaboration that fosters that engagement to change the mindset of everyone. And we found that once these leaders, executives, understood the value of data and analytics and the benefits of that data-driven mindset, they became our ambassadors for change. They became voices of change through their functions, championing data and analytics initiatives. But we don't only want their endorsement. We want their active participation in data and analytics programs. We want them to drive initiatives that matter to them throughout the organization. And so we have these forums of engagement that are frequent, regular, established meetings and dialogue to address those data priorities to accelerate and support business outcomes.
I really love how you created this framework that brings on board your C-level executives and creates that connective tissue to anybody at UPS to leverage and learn more about data, make it part of their business goals and objectives to leverage the data, and that you've met your UPS employees where they're at in terms of their technical capabilities or functional capabilities relating to data. And so it's not a one size fits all. And you've given them the WIFM, what's in it for me?
Right.
What's in it for me to really engage here and be a part of this cultural change that you're looking to implement? I really love that description and how you built that framework. I want to thank you so much for sharing your points of view, your best practices, where you are in the journey and where you're going. Thank you so much for your time.
Susan, I appreciate the opportunity. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Yes. And again, congratulations for the Global Data Power Women's List. You truly very well deserved. We're very excited about that. And to our audience, thank you. Please visit cdomagazine.tech for more additional interviews. Thank you all.
Thank you.